Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to kill the brand new Hespori farming boss. So before actually getting into killing it, I'm going to explain to you guys just how to actually obtain the seed to grow them, and as well as where you can grow it, and then I'll show you guys kind of the good gear setup you can bring, as well as your inventory setup. So first, in order to get the seed, the Hespori seed, you can either get it through just doing like your regular farm runs, so like from harvesting trees, herbs, allotments, anything like that. You can randomly get the seed in your inventory, and when it pops in your inventory, you'll get a little notification in the chat box. It'll just say you have found an Hespori seed. So that's the one way you can obtain it. The other way you can obtain it is through farming contracts from Guildmaster Jane. So basically, you get the contract from her, wherever she is. There she is. So you get a contract from her. She'll ask you to plant something within the guild, and when you complete it, get a seed box from her, and that seed box can give you a chance at getting the seed. So in order to plant the seed, you need 65 farming, which is also the level required to get into the tier 2 of the farming guild. And tier 2 of the farming guild is where you actually plant it, is in this cave. So yeah, 65 farming to get in here, and 65 farming to plant the seed. The seed, as far as I'm aware, the patch that you plant the seed in is disease free, so there should be no need to use any super compost or ultra compost or anything like that. You shouldn't have to cure the plant, it'll just grow. I do believe it takes approximately 32 hours for the seed to grow. It grows in the course of 4 stages, so if you want to just check to see how far along you are, you can always use your geomancy spell. That's how I always do it. I know RuneLight does offer plugins to track your times for your plants. However, I don't know if it's actually updated yet to track this plant because it's just so new. So yeah, if you want to check the status, just use Geomancy. But with that being said, now we can look at gear. So Hespori is weak to slash, so what you could use is either Abyssal Whip, which is what I'm going to be using, or you could use the Dragon Scimitar. So you see, if I put this on, right, we got good slash. So I also bring the Toxic Blowpipe, and you'll see why here. Let me go down and I'll show you. So here we go. So this is the boss, Hespori. Now the reason I bring, as I was saying, the reason I bring the Blowpipe for range is these flowers here. You can see how there's 4 of them all around. So during the fight, these will open up at different times, one by one, and when they're open, like when the leaves open up, Hespori will be immune to your attacks. So you just need to kill them. They only have 10 HP. They're really easy to kill. I just like to bring the blowpipe, so that way, for instance, if I'm over here and this one opens up, I can just range them across the field, right? I don't need to run all the way over here with my whip. So it just saves you a little bit of time. Just a little easier that way. Yeah. So for gear, you don't need. It's a pretty weak boss. It's, she's not very strong. Fairly easy kill. So I just wear pretty basic gear. I got my fire cape, just my standard combat gear. And this does just fine. If you have anything better than this, then by all means throw it on. But you can see with this, like when I throw these on, I have a good, I have a good enough slash bonus. This will do a lot of damage on her. If I remember correctly, when you first instance the fight, these are open right from the start. That's why I come into it with my blowpipe equipped. And I wanted to mention earlier, when just talking about how you obtain the seeds, I wanted to talk about the rarity of the seeds. I don't know if they're overly common to get, because as I said, they're just randomly obtained through the seed boxes or doing your farm runs. So whether or not it's rare or common to get them, I personally don't know on average, but like for me, Since release, I have gotten 8 seeds so far. So this is my third one I've planted, and I have 5 more sitting in the bank right now. So I mean, I've talked to some people who have only gotten 2 or 3 seeds since release. So I feel like I've just gotten extremely lucky. But as I said, it's so brand new still that there's nothing online that really talks about the rarity of getting it from doing farm runs. So yeah, I just consider myself lucky. But anyway, back on track. So that was the gear setup. And then for the inventory, just bring a bunch of food. Shark is honestly pretty overkill, really. I'm not going to even eat barely any of these. Like, you could bring monkfish if you want. Your weapons, and then just some potions. So Hespori is poisonous, so any kind of anti-poison potion will do just fine. I just had anti-venoms, 1 dose sitting in my bank, and this is a bit overkill, but I mean, this is all I had. It will protect from poison, so I'm just gonna drink this before getting into the fight, as well as a combat potion. Again, if you're high enough level, like I'm pretty high level, so this is probably overkill, but just to get it done with quicker, just take a sip of potion and you'll be good. Now, I have a prayer potion, so the reason is Hespori deals ranged and mage attacks. During the whole fight, I typically just protect from range, just protect from missile. You can tell when she has 2 different animations for both the attack styles, and I'll show you that when we actually get into the fight. But it's pretty much easy enough to just keep it on protect from missiles the whole time. Yeah, that's basically it. The only other notable thing about the fight is that she can attack you. She has a special attack that she can hit you with, and it'll kind of bind you in like these vines, kind of similar to Entangle spell, if you've ever seen that. And the best way to negate that is when you see the vines come, when they wrap around you, just start spam clicking a tile beside you. Either that or actually spam click herself, and that'll give you a chance to break free from the vines, and you'll actually get a little notification saying that you successfully broke free. If you don't break free, she can hit you for up to 40 plus damage. The minimum hit that she'll do, I believe with it, is 16, but it's fairly easy to get out of. Like I said, just spam click and you should be fine to get away from it. One other thing to note, this is an instance fight, so similar to like Vorkath. So if you do die in here, there's the guy who's right up beside the cave outside. You can collect your gear from him, but like I can't imagine you would die during this fight unless you get really unlucky or you're not paying attention. As I said, she's very easy, and you're gonna get a chance to see that here. So enough rambling on. I'm now gonna drink up my potions, make sure we're all ready to go, protect from missile, and then just click harvest. Are you sure you want to fight? Yes, I do want to fight. Okay, so there she goes. Now you can see these are all opening up. So that was a magic attack. Now if I tried to attack her right now, it would not work. Kill these guys first, and you see that I barely have to move across the screen with the range. Much easier that way. Okay, so now we can hit her. Very underwhelming fight, really. It's not hard. So once she does that, those little, yeah, like that little animation. So okay, so when she shoots that ball at you, that's magic. So that's a magic hit. So you can see I'm still getting hit. Oh, and there's the tangle, so you can see that. So I'm gonna try and spam away. Oh, and there we go. So you can see you managed to break free from the vines. Oh, I'm sitting here trying to hit her, but these guys opened up. So yeah, magic attack. And even though I'm praying range, if she does hit me with the range attack, it can still hit through the prayer, but just very lightly, like you see there. She just hit a 1 for me. 2 1s. Yeah, so she does a bit more of a wind-up kind of animation there, and then the big fireball comes in. That's the magic, as you can see. And we're almost done this fight now. Even just seeing this myself, kind of seems as though she's hitting more magic than, well, see, that's the range one. So when she shoots, spits those little things at you, that's the range, and that's the magic. She's been hitting a lot more magic on me, so that's something to note. You might want to consider protecting more magic. But even regardless, you can see I'm not getting hit very hard. Oh, just getting distracted talking, and I forgot that these things were alive. No big deal. You see, just 10 HP, they're extremely easy to take out. And back to her. And so for the drops from her, which you're gonna get a chance to see here, she always drops 2 drops guaranteed. So the first drop that you get is just a random seed. That'd be a random herb seed. And then the second drop she gets is one of the brand new seeds. So here, you'll get to see now. So she's dead. Okay, so once we clear her, we'll get the drops. But yeah, so as I was saying, it'll be herb seeds that she'll drop first, and then the second drop will be, here I can show you. You can either get a chance at getting the new white lily seed. This is a tradable one, and as you can see, it protects all allotment crops. So similar to the nasturtiums, here you can see it protects watermelons from disease. This just protects all allotments. So if you have snake grass or anything in there, it doesn't matter. It'll protect it. And as I said, tradable. The other one she can drop is the where is it at? Special. I feel like I passed it. Yes. So, oh, my game seems to not be loading up. Come on. Okay, and we're back. Had a bit of an internet drop off there. But basically, as I was saying, she can drop the white lily seed, or you can have a chance at getting one of these 3. So yeah, as I was saying, Addis, Izor, or Kronos. And you can see all the different benefits that these seeds give. I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth about all the new seeds that were added in my next video, so I don't want to ramble on too much about those, but those are the seeds that you can have a potential of getting. So let's see what I get. Oh, yeah, of course, you do need a spade, just the same as like any other tree. When you harvest, you do need a spade to get rid of her. So let's go pick one up real quick from our leprechaun tool. Leprechaun, sorry. Back to the cave. Oh, and also the 2 notable drops from her that you have potential of. She can drop Tangleroot, which is the farming pet. And she can also drop the bottomless compost bucket, which is essentially just one compost bucket that allows you to fit as many, like up to 10,000 spaces of compost in the bucket. So yeah, essentially negating the need to have 9 or 10 compost buckets in your inventory. You can just have one and fit all 10 of those into one bucket. And I'm really hoping I get that. So let's see. Okay, so we didn't get that, unfortunately. But I did get the Chronos seed. So that's actually really nice for me, because now that means that I have now gotten all 3 of the new Addis seeds. My first one was Izor. Yesterday I got Addis, and today I just got Chronos. So really happy about that. And then as you can see, the other herb seeds. So yeah, you always get these, always a guaranteed one of these, and then herb seeds. So yeah, very cool. I hope this guide can help some of you guys out. If you're curious about this new boss and you want to try it out for yourself. I wish you luck on getting a good drop. Thanks for watching the video today. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day.